Didn't see you there. Ready to learn? Come on, let's head to the shop. Come on. Welcome back. Today we're going to be making some sawhorses. And I know what you're thinking. What are sawhorses? Well, let me show you. Sawhorses are used for construction, so you can put stuff on. So that's what we're going to be making today. So first, we're going to need supplies. Let's go. So I hopped in my car and I headed to my favorite hardware store, Menards. I don't know about you guys, but I like Menards over typical ones like Home Depot or Lowe's, mainly just because it's a little bit cleaner, and I like clean. So after I got my supplies, we have 5 2x4s, 8 feet long, and then we have some 3-inch deck screws. I'm kind of a classy guy, so I went with gold triple-coated deck screws. You can obviously use whatever kind you want, but they're just good screws to use when building things with wood. And then obviously safety goggles and plainsman workers gloves. So these were the measurements I needed to cut. I needed 6 32-inch boards, and those would form the I-beams. And then I needed 8 26 and a 1/4 inch beams, and those would be the legs. So I got to cutting. You know the old saying, measure twice and cut once. Realized that does work, but also doesn't matter if you measure right if you end up cutting wrong. So just a little tip out for you guys out there, just not only measure twice, but make sure you cut correctly once. It was during this time that I realized I was measuring wrong. I almost did 8 32-inch boards instead of 8 26 and a 1/4. So I kind of had to do some remeasuring and everything, but I think it turned out all right. After the measuring, obviously, we're going to get to cutting. Shout out to Brendan Pearson for allowing me to use a power tool saw. Obviously you can do this by hand, but that would increase the time it takes the project exponentially. So thank you for that. Obviously cutting, my first big project that I've done, so it wasn't 100% pleased with my cuts, but obviously we're going to get better as time goes on. So then the finished project, we had 2 piles, 1 32-inch boards and 1 26 and a 1/4 inch boards. After that, we're going to assemble an I-beam. Basically, you're making a sandwich with 3 boards, but the 2 buns will be horizontal, and then obviously the board in the middle will be vertically. And so the best way I found is to use a drill bit to maybe make pre-holes, as I like to call them, and then screw in the nails from there. This is what the I-beam should look like once you're finished. Obviously, you can really take time to measure up, get exactly dead in the center. I didn't worry about that too much. And then obviously you want to attach the legs. Once again, I went through and I made some pre-holes, and then with the drill bit just to make things a little bit easier. This definitely came in handy because unfortunately my drill wasn't super strong, so I ended up having to finish off with the screwdriver on several of the screws. This part of the process is probably my least favorite. My drill just kept not wanting to really do the job. I got a major blister in the middle of my palm, which is just going to be a pain over the next couple days. But really, if you have a strong drill, then it really shouldn't be that big of an issue. Obviously, you can do these by hand with a screwdriver, but that's going to just take a lot longer. So once you have the legs finally attached, you got one done, real simple to get the second one. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for supporting a local artist. And if you enjoyed the video, I'd love for you to go ahead and smash that like button. Hit the subscribe and go ahead and tell a friend. And go ahead and check out some of the videos linked below. Some other great channels of just people doing what they're passionate about. And if you guys have any tips and recommendations, clearly I could use them. And if you have any recommendations for my next project, go ahead and put those in the comments below. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.